is Nanette Bulebosh, and I am playing Beth Jarrett in the Sheboygan Theatre Company's production of Ordinary People. The last one I did was Plaza Suite. That was a couple years ago. I played the Jewish mother, which I just adored. That was a comedy. Before that, I was in The Foreigner both times. The original cast, and then 10 years later, Ralph, the director, then brought us, as many of us as he could, get together back again to play the same roles. It's about a family. It's about grief. It's about trauma. And how does a family cope with this horrendous set of circumstances, this awful accident that takes the life of one of the family members? And each family member, they react to it in different ways, and they react to the world in different ways. They're all trying to heal, but of course it takes longer than most people think. My character is Beth Jarrett. She is the mother. I guess on the surface most people would look at her and, you know, rhymes with rich, that kind of person, but I don't see her that way at all. I see her as someone who is grieving and doesn't know how. I knew I was going to audition this play when STC first announced the season. I think it was over a year ago. So I've been looking forward to this for over a year. I knew I would audition. I didn't know if I'd get the part. But I just loved the play. I saw the movie, the original movie with Robert Redford that he made in 1980, he directed. And just a little story about that. This was 30 years ago. I also read the book, and I'm rereading the book. I'm not watching the movie because I have to find my own inner Beth. But as you may know, the original in the movie, it was played by Mary Tyler Moore. And if you're of a certain age, Mary Tyler Moore, you think of her, you think of Laura Petrie from Dick Van Dyke, you think of Laura Richards from the Mary Tyler Moore show. Those are characters that are very, very different from Beth. And when she played Beth, it was stunning. And she tells this story that Robert Redford specifically chose, he wanted her to play the part, and she was really honored by that because most people don't think of her like that. And I thought she did an amazing job. And that's when I said to myself, 30 years ago, when I was studying theater in college, now that's acting. I worked with Glenn before. He's my husband, Glenn Schultz. The last play we were in together, we were opposing attorneys in the Bailiwick Players' Shadow Hour. I was defending a lecherous senator, and he was the prosecuting attorney. And he was great, playing opposite. So now we're a married couple, and he's a real professional, as anybody who knows him knows. He's been in a million plays, so I could relax because I know it's just very easy to act with him. And Kyle, who plays Conrad, wow, he's terrific. Very, very moving. Tolstoy, of course, has this great quote, happy families are all alike, but every unhappy family is unhappy in its own way. He said that at the beginning of Anna Karenina. And I realize when I think more about that quote, when you are the member of the family of an unhappy family, of course you think, yes, nobody's going through what I'm going through. It's awful, but of course that's not true. And what's interesting about watching a tragedy or a drama is seeing how people cope. This is Nanette Bulebosh, and I hope you will join me for a performance of Ordinary People at Sheboygan Theatre Company from February 1st to the 9th. To purchase tickets, go to SheboyganTheatreCompany.com. Do it now.